Hello, sunshines! Welcome to Campus Chronicles. Kasinatian sa mga tinunan. I am Angel Rusiana together with
Gab Masan.
and we are your hosts for today's episode with our special guest.
But very, very special
yes,
guest.
so we're not gonna talk about it yet.
Yes.
Kay magkuan pa ta kumusta hay. Kay
How are you, Angel?
I'm fine, thank you. Sheshe. Joke lang ito, guys. So, last week, di ba, we had our cast days.
Yes.
Like, it's like, unsa na, departmental event. Yeah. Departmental event. Pero nag-talk naman mo na no pag last episode.
Yes, and how's your preparation, Angel, for the upcoming
Intramurals. No, majinx
kaya
yan na ha, kanang evil eye. I think I am ready. Always ready. So, ikaw, Gob, di ba, naman sa kay participation in intramurals, duha imuhang participate volleyball and digital photography.
Ito sa kuan sa digital photography. Kay first time nako nga mo appeal og ang ana ba. Pero I'm into photography good,
Yes.
pero dili siya nato justify kung category ba siya ta or dili.
Di ba, pag cast days, kay gipugos pa ka, Gob, api lagi, Gob. Because,
Ano jud
believe
ako,
jud man
everything
nimo.
happens for a reason jud.
Yeah, so that was the reason.
yes.
Bitaw guys, I know excited na mo
Yes.
sa ato ang guest for today kay dili siya basta-basta mo na siya ang kanang first na mo na guest nga kanang murag paglisod mi guys
Malisod.
kay dili ba jud mi English era nga halata
Mahatag jud mi og disclaimer nga og
nga
unsa kay
kung masulti na mo nga
ato
kanang
na lang jud.
kay dili mi English era nga halata
Og naay wrong grammar.
pasagdi
Pasagdi na lang.
basta
Pasagdi sa-
kay nakastorya basta ka nagkasinabot.
Yes, nagkasinabot.
So-
Basta kay makasabot siya, okay na kayo.
Oh, so, dili na basta-basta mong guest
Correct.
karon kay this is the first Chinese to
to
land
ever step on Starbucks.
Sunstar. Ay, Starbucks pod og Sunstar.
Sunstar,
So,
yes.
mo di siyang first international student
Student,
nga
yes.
among na-interview or among na-guest karon sa among Campus Chronicles.
Chronicles.
So, enough for that day, magkuha na ta shoutout sa ta kay basin daghan na tag viewers right now, daghan na tag mga nananaw. Daghan na jud day 1 million na siya.
Kiss man
Okay,
na sila
so,
dai.
Shoutout ni Gunet Bergonia. Nga nagtanaw ka rin sa among live. Kesa ba, ay lag ang wifi ron.
Lag ang
oy.
wifi
Pero,
ron.
okay,
Pero
ragawan
shout
man
out
good.
na lang guro ni Kuan oy sa mga
Shoutout sa mga nagtanaw dira. Hi guys. So,
shout
I
out
hope-
na lang guro sa mga international students.
Yeah,
na
shoutout sa
guro.
mga international students sa bisag asa nga universities or state universities. I know nga every struggle is a struggle. So you have
Yeah.
to face it
You
or
have to face it, jud, especially no kay gikan jud sila didto. Dili jud sila diri gikan.
so
Lahi
adto
jud
ka
ang culture.
dili.
Oo.
Lahi
Adto
sila
ka diri.
dakuan.
Pero pasalamat punta kay naa sila diri.
Yes.
Yes.
So, dili na to magkuhan sana ato sang i-introduce ang ato ang guest for today, Gab, kay
Yes.
dili ra ba ni siya basta-basta niya. English dapat.
English dapat.
Mahunong na ni atong Bisaya karon kay
Kategorya siya
kinahanglan
og-
na jud ni
Kategorya
mag-English.
siya English, Bisaya o Tagalog.
No, grabe jud
Grabe
atong
gyud.
guest karon murag mo na siya ang first guest na to nga kanang
Kanang
mapapalaban tayo
mapapalaban-
sa gera.
Challenge yun. Ang aton siya i-rate no kay 10/10 good siya no
Yeah.
nga pagka-challenge yun.
Bitaw guys, without further
Further ado, let's introduce our guest.
yes, help us introduce our guest for today's episode, which is Mr. Yangkun Wang.
So, good afternoon, Wang.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. And I'm Yangkun Wang from Fujian, China. And as a foreign student, study here in University of Visayas. And my course is communication. Yes.
Yes, so how are you, Wang?
So how are you?
How are
why
you?
did you agree to
Yes.
participate in our live for today?
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here today. Yeah.
You're grateful also.
You're grateful
Yes, yes.
also.
So Wang, I have a question for you. When did you got here in the
In the
Philippines?
Philippines.
When? It's like July 2022.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
you're already fluent in Tagalog, Bisaya, English.
Yes, maybe it's because I'm a very outgoing person.
Yeah.
So that's also the reason why I choose to study in communication. Yeah, because I want to know about the culture here, Philippines, and also study the language here. So I know a little Visaya and Tagalog. Yeah.
Yeah. So may I ask the reason why did you choose to study here in the Philippines instead in China?
Oh, it's actually because I want to learn more English. English is an international language, and then if you know if you know how to speak English, you can go to so many countries without like language barrier. And then for me now, the English language users countries like UK and US or Australia, and Philippines one of it. And then but Philippines, the free for study, it's cheaper than the Europe and American countries. So that's also the reason why I choose here. Yeah.
So what's the difference between the education culture there and here
In China.
In China.
In the Philippines.
in the Philippines?
The different cultures. I think the education in Philippines is more like fine and open, and yeah, like example, you can make friend even with your teacher, with your instructor, yeah. And but maybe in China, our teacher is more strict for education, yeah. So it's too strict.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
So in China it's strict, but
Strict.
here it's more of like a calm
Yeah, yes.
It really fits your
personality.
Your personality.
Yeah.
So are you enjoying here? You're staying in the Philippines.
Yes.
You're
Yes,
studying in the
yes.
Philippines.
I love Philippines so much. Yeah, it's really nice.
If
here.
you were to choose one, Philippines or China?
Huh? It's a good question, but I want to say, like China is the one of my mother who
Okay.
born me, like that, and then Philippines is one of my mother who support me. Yeah, like that. Yeah, so I love two of that.
So
Yeah.
you cannot
Yeah,
choose.
yes.
So
Yeah.
if you're going to choose, you cannot
Yes,
choose.
both
I
countries
think
have
it's-
significant
for me, it's the same, yeah.
importance to his life.
So were you forced to study here, or it was your own willing to study here in the
Uh,
Philippines?
It's also my choice to study here because I want to learn about like foreign cultures, and then I want to see around the world what is the different cultures between like China and another countries. Yeah, and it's also that's also a reason why I study here. And then yes, yeah.
In terms of the food cuisine, Wang, what's the difference between the local food here and there in China?
It's a good question. And
Have you had hard time getting to
Digest.
digest the foods
Philippine.
here, the Philippine?
Yes. Yeah. When I first time here, I'm actually not really used to eat the food here, because in China, example in my hometown, because China is very big and there is different. Actually, we have a different culture, food culture in China everywhere. So in my hometown, we like to drink soup and like hot food. But in Philippines, I think there is a ways like chicken, yeah, and
Like balot.
yeah, chicken everywhere, yeah, and then
Chicken everywhere.
yeah, so
Chicken everywhere.
yeah. So
You eat balot, Wang.
not yet. I'm not yet tried balot yet
You
because
should try balot. You've been here
Yeah.
for almost 3 years already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you don't like the
But I try a lot of street food in Philippines actually, yeah, like the square bowl.
Square bowl?
squid
Yeah.
bowl.
Squid bowl?
Squid
I-
bowl?
yeah,
Squid or square?
square, like
Square?
yeah, like fish bowl. the
Fish
white
bowl.
Fish
Oh,
ball
the
and squid
yeah.
ball. Squid ball mo na.
Also orange bowl. I don't know how to call
That's
that one.
quick whack.
That's
Yeah,
quick whack.
yeah.
So you,
You
like,
like it,
Very
you
good.
like
yeah,
it.
yeah, I like
what's
it,
your
but
favorite
not
dish
balot,
here in the
huh?
Philippines? What's your favorite dish in the Philippines?
You mean favorite food?
Yeah,
Like
your
that?
favorite food.
Of course, mang inasa.
Mang
Minus
inasal.
a
yeah,
So you
yeah,
like
I
chicken
like
also,
chicken.
but you complained earlier that it's so many chicken
yes.
here, chicken there.
Yeah, I like. Actually, I like the chicken here. The Philippines chicken. I can say it's really better than China. Like the fried chicken here, also the roast chicken. But of course, if you eat chicken every day, maybe you're gonna feel like,
You're becoming gay?
like
That's the belief of the
Yeah,
people
that's the
here.
belief of the Filipino. When you eat too much chicken, then you will become a girl.
really.
Yeah,
Oh,
But that's just
that's just a myth.
okay.
yes.
Why? Would you like?
Would you like to
I-
eat more? Would you like to eat
yeah,
more?
I like chicken actually, but I more like to maybe I'm not yet to find another restaurant without the chicken yet. So I don't know. Oh, lechon.
Lechon.
Lechon. Okay,
I love
so-
lechon also. Lechon is from Philippines.
Okay,
Yes.
Wang. So, let's talk about your university life. Diba, this is what we're all about here today. Your struggles as an international
Yes.
student. So, in your university life, diba, you've been here for like
Almost 3 years.
almost 3 years. Did you go to university diretso?
Oh,
Right away?
What challenges
Right away?
have you faced going
yes.
into the university?
No. Where did you study first?
Yes. Where
I
did you study
come
first?
I come Cebu in July 2022.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Um,
you go to university right away, or you have
not-
to study English first?
Not really. I go to English Academy first. I study English Academy for half year, 6 months.
So
How's
that's why
your-
you became so good
Yes.
with English.
Yeah.
How's your
So-
life there in the English Academy?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
it
like-
fun?
Yeah, like yes, because we have one to one, man to man class. Like,
So you have a
and then-
progressive
Yeah.
class.
Only men or
Huh?
only men?
One
only-
by one, like
Okay.
one to one class.
So
And
each student have each teachers
Yes,
also
yes,
one teacher.
yes.
So
like for listening and speaking and writing and what is that?
Drawing?
No. Yeah. But we have a class one every day. Yeah.
so back when you were in China, Wang, you already know how to speak in English
Not really. My English is really.
But do you
bad.
have English subject?
in China.
Yes, we have English subject, but English is not really common in China. We don't really use English to
Communicate.
communicate in China. Yeah, and so that's why for me, I'm not really studying English so hard in China. Yeah, we don't even use that, but it's one of our major subject. And then, but maybe it's because
You
I'm
just
not
sleep
really
all
good
day.
at study in English. Yeah.
You only sleep.
You only sleep in your classes,
Yeah,
in your
sometimes
English
because
classes.
when I hear English, I feel dizzy.
When you're at English Academy, you always sleep also.
No, of course
You
no,
always
because
listen.
yeah, in China when we have an English class, I was thinking, oh, we are Chinese, but why we should study English because we don't use it future, right? But when I come here in Philippines, I feel oh my God, I must study English because it's very international language. So
Yes,
The
because
culture is-
yeah.
you cannot communicate with us using Chinese. You only
Yeah, of
have to
course.
communicate using English.
Yes, so that's true. So I'm also a very outgoing person. So if I want to make friend here, I
You
must
should
to study.
study.
Yeah, I must to
Yes.
study English or also the local language here.
Was it
Yeah.
hard for you, Wang, to
So-
study English?
Yeah, it's honest. It's a little hard, but I have to force myself to study English because if I want to communication, I want to make friend here, I must study the language
English.
here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
That's
you cannot
right.
survive here without,
Without-
speaking English because
Yes.
most of us or almost all of us doesn't know how to speak Mandarin.
Yes.
right?
Yes, true.
So that's why you have to adjust.
Yeah.
And it's a international
International language.
language.
Yes.
The
You
English.
can find English everywhere.
Yeah. True.
So let's talk about your friends in universities.
Yeah.
Was it hard for you to communicate with them, or what was your difficulties in making friends here in the Philippines?
If it's in China, I think it's really sometimes it's difficult because Chinese person they are not really good at communicating. Maybe if you talk to them, maybe they will not talk to you. Yeah, and but Philippines is different. I've been to I think 3 countries like Thailand and Taiwan and also Hong Kong there. And Philippines is the one of the very different country I have seen. Is the people here is very friendly. Yeah. Yeah.
We're known for that, like
Yeah.
we're very welcoming,
yes.
hospitable.
Yeah.
So that's what
it's-
you like about Philippines.
Yeah. So you are very easy to, you can very easy to make friend here. So, yeah. So that's why.
You have a lot of friends right now.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends. It's very good for me to make friends and communicate with a friend here. Yeah.
So what going in your mind, Wang, when you first landed here? Were you scared or excited?
Yeah, of course it's excited, and you know there's a lot of visitor from China every year here to Philippines
A
because
lot of tourists.
yes,
Yeah.
because Philippines have a very beautiful island, beautiful beach, and a lot of
Beautiful
like,
beach.
Yes, like
Yeah.
different fish. Yeah, like some fish like whale shark and
Yeah. In Oslo.
dolphin. Yeah.
You've been to
Yeah.
Oslo, Wang.
Oh, not yet. Oh, it's also one of my, I want to be there someday. Yeah, but I hear my friend from my friend they say if you've been to Oslo you have to wake up, I think 2 or 3 a.m. and then been there for 5 hours. The trip there from Cebu to
Yeah,
Oslo
yeah.
is so far, so maybe I cannot wake up so early. Yeah.
So what were your first impression, Wang, here in the Philippines? And with the university you're in now?
Hospitable lagi, di ba? You said that we were friendly. So that was your impression of the people
Here
here.
in the
Oh, yes,
Philippines,
yes.
okay.
So, Wang, what was the hardest thing? What was the hardest thing you experienced here studying?
Studying, of course, is language barrier. For me, I think my English is not so good yet. Yeah, so sometimes I have language barrier here, but like example, I don't really, sometimes I don't know what teachers speak in the class. So, but I will ask my instructor to let me use translator so
Yeah.
I can understand more. Yeah, so that's also one point I really like the teacher here, and they will really use let me use translator.
They will
Yeah.
adjust for you because
yes.
they know
Yes.
Yeah.
that you really can't understand sometimes.
Teachers here will help you.
Yeah.
will
They're
help
very
you.
kind to
Especially
you.
if you're not
I'm really
from the Philippines, especially
yes.
for an international
Yes, of
international
course. So,
student.
how about your like expenses here, Wang? Was it very different from back when you were studying in China,
or here.
I think the study here is more fun. Yeah, like we especially in communication course because we have a lot of
Activities, yes.
Like we have shooting, have and then film,
Yeah.
and then we also for last month we also go to the hall. We have interview there.
The
Yeah,
whole? What's that?
like
Dulho.
that's-
Yeah,
the
you went
hall.
to Dulho to film.
Yes. Yeah, we have
Yeah.
an interview there for
You
people there.
did interview there.
Yeah, that's very fun and very good experience.
Diba, I saw your videos like you have been helping children in where?
Dulho?
Ermita?
Ermita?
Diba you've been to Ermita and you give foods to the
your
children.
recent project,
Oh, yes.
you showed
So
showed
did
us
you
a video.
enjoy what you're doing?
Oh, yes. I that's also one of my dream. If I'll
Do you love giving back to the community, Wang?
Yeah, because I like to helping people.
Yes.
And especially some like trials there, and yeah, it's also one of my dream in future if I can
You want
Be
to be
re-
the president?
Reach, if you wanna be rich.
if I can earn like money, it's already enough for me. Like
Yes.
for me, for my living, for my spending, and I can also help the another people who really need help. Yeah, that's also
Yeah.
one of my dream in my life. Yeah.
So diba Wang, you told us earlier that you have you have a backstory. You took psychology first before going to communication, diba?
Yes.
Why did you choose communication, or why did you shift to communication?
Oh, for first, for harness, I want to be a psychologist before, but when
Why psychologist, Wang?
Huh?
At first, why psychologist at first?
because I want to, I want to.
Read people's mind.
Yes, I want to read people's mind. I want to be like like mental healthy, like mental health doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, in future.
Psychologist.
Yeah, and but
Is that what you really want when you were still a kid?
yeah, that is because I think psychology is so cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can read people's mind, and when they
No.
see someone, yeah, but for me, for now, I think it's so difficult. Yeah, so.
So why did you shift to communication?
The first is because I think it's impossible to read people's mind so easy, and then
They are not reading minds, but they are understanding the
Yes.
person's behavior.
Yes.
That's where they're
It's
for.
more of like understanding.
But you said that you were you were outgoing person, so communication really
fits
your personality,
personality.
right?
yes, because in psychology, and we study it's a little boring. Yeah, yeah.
Boring because you don't do a lot of extracurriculars activities.
But in communication, when I shift to communication, I feel really fine here in communication. I think communication is more like suit me, the course, and so because there's a lot of activity, and then I'm also a very outgoing person. I like to communication with people, and I like to have some activity like that. Yeah, so I think
Communication
would
is the
be-
right
yeah.
program for you.
yes, very right. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you first landed here, Wang, what's the first day memorable experience you have experienced?
No, let's just talk about your first day in
First day,
university,
yes.
and what was your most memorable experience.
And out of all universities here in Cebu, why University of the Visayas?
Yeah.
For me, because when I come here, I actually search the university online, and then 2022 is the year just after pandemic, right?
Yes.
And then so I know University of Visayas is a very, it's a very good school in Philippines. Yeah, and then that's why I enroll the UV because of University of Visayas is I think it's top 5 university in Cebu.
Top
So,
6.
Yeah. So
But that-
we're
but that was
very
back
not
then.
sure, but
Yeah.
I think that was top 6
Back
then.
I don't know right now.
We-
what's the
we don't know
specific
the-
right now.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So continue.
yes, and then I hear there's also because UV there's not so many school they accept foreigner student in Cebu actually, and UV is one of it. Yeah, so
they are very inclusive in terms of foreigners
Yes,
or in terms of
so,
foreign
yeah,
students.
so that's also a reason I come here.
Yeah. In our university, Wang, what surprises you the most? Like,
Surprise.
what were the things?
The
that-
first is like we have so many activity in school. Yes, because in China we don't usually have a lot.
You just have to study,
yeah,
study,
yeah,
and study.
it's really a little boring, for our study life. But
Yeah.
in
In the
Philippines,
Philippines.
it's really
Right.
fun. Yeah.
But we have a lot of
Really good
kanang worksheets, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's the other thing that you were surprised more?
Other things.
How about the culture or the relationship of the students and their teachers? Like they are very like they just make fun of.
Oh yes.
They're just jamming the eye.
Yes,
Jamming to guys.
I think our teacher in here
very
is-
friendly.
it's friendly and like fun. Yeah, like in our country, our teachers just always strict for education, but in here, our teachers sometimes they will even like make joke with us and make us fun. Yeah, that's a point I really like the education here.
In the
So,
Philippines.
What ways did you adjust to the local environment here, Wang?
local environment.
How did you adjust? How did you cope up with
Yeah.
the
Like,
environment, the culture here?
especially those people who are making fun of you when you cannot pronounce the words better.
Better at that time
At that
before.
time,
Um,
how do you handle them?
and that's one point I think I have to improve. So I will tell myself to improve more, and that's also something like they push me going. Yeah, yeah, and I will just tell myself to improve more. And
You know, that's nice that you seek for improvement
Yeah.
because
Yes.
there's always room for improvement.
We cannot just study English for
Yes.
3 months or 6 months and then we're good at it.
Yes.
Diba? We're studying English for like almost
Almost
half of our lives.
half of our lives since
You
we
know
were
that? Because
since we
in the
were-
Philippines, we always have English subjects. And
since
then,
we were
yeah.
6.
yeah, since we were 6, we were studying English. And then we're not very good at it. This is the
It is about-
reality of being
It
a
is about
student.
discipline and choosing the right words.
Yeah, because you're not just gonna improve kanang diretso or right away. You're
Right,
not gonna
directly?
You're not gonna be an Englishera right away.
Right away.
You have to practice.
Work hard for it.
That's what you're doing, right? You're
Yeah,
that's
practicing.
very
nice,
You're
Wang.
you keep on improving, and
Yes.
that's I'm so proud. Like my classmate, diba, our classmate, guys. I'm so proud that you were able to handle things in our society because I know that we could be a little murag kuan ra ta usahay very
rude.
very rude, especially to the foreign people or foreign students. But
Honestly, we're very welcoming jud sa mga foreign
yes,
students.
but now by circumstance nga kanang
Yes.
kuan ta kanang usahay kay murag something
choosy, no,
off,
ano,
nana.
no.
Then I'm really glad that Wang is not one of them.
Yes.
No,
I'm really good
he
at
just supports people.
I'm really good at he's outgoing. He's very into funny things, jud, no?
Yes. So, Wang, we did an interview for another student, international student in our school.
Yes.
So, we will watch it today, and we will see what are
What are their thoughts?
yeah,
What are
and
experiences?
opinions, and
Yeah.
their struggles also in the university life.
And
So,
going here in the Philippines.
so let's watch this guy. Let's watch it.
My name is Flavia Chomba. I'm 27 and a Zambian. So I came here in the University of Visayas due to I heard from my sisters. They encouraged me because they had one of their brothers who studied from here. But since me, I'm an international student, some of the challenges I have is that the first one is language. Language is the biggest thing, especially where it concerns communication. Maybe in the GC, sometimes I need really to interpret what is being said, and also just having difficult time because of the way of the type of curriculum here they have. Yeah, because in my country it's really different. Like we don't have this kind of like quizzes every day. Even the type of exam is different. Yeah. So those are some of the challenges I would say.
Okay, I'm Vivian, and this is Joy. And we were asked to say some of our experiences as international students in the Philippines. Well, it's been good. We just have few issues like language barrier, but aside that, Filipinos are really hospitable. They're friendly, they're kind. And then I think some of us like missing home, far from home, so it can lead to depression and other mental health issues.
So my name is Joy. So most of the problems that we have here in the Philippines is mostly the exchange rates to change our own currency to peso and all that. And then because of there's not enough, maybe how will I put it? Maybe like enough time to be able to exchange the money, and then the deadlines will have to meet up to pay some things or something like that. And then maybe the cultural shocks that we experienced when we came into the country because we're not used to Asian things, something like that.
So while we're interviewing them, they really said that language barrier
Is
is
the
their main,
main
struggle,
struggle.
in studying in
Yes.
different country. No,
Yeah, true.
because you know what, Wang? Why?
Because given the fact no nga di jud sila taga diri jud no.
Yes, but they really
kanang stood out to the test and prevail and then slay.
translate. Oh, Wang, and rather than language barrier, what was the things that you struggle about in our
Yes.
university, or not just in the university, but
Or
as
in
an
life.
international student?
Yes.
Mm, language barrier, and
Yeah.
then I think one of it is like food.
Food.
Yeah, like
How about the
different
homesickness
food
one?
culture, huh?
Homesickness.
Homesickness.
Like you miss
miss,
your home in China.
Your life in China.
It's maybe it's because not really. I think for me I think it's more fun in the Philippines, but
So you don't really miss your home in
I
China.
miss China, but the food there.
The food there is.
I miss you. Yeah.
So you like your preference is you like the food in China.
Yeah, but I like
better.
the place in Philippines.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of Chinese restaurant here, so you can
Yes,
just go there.
just go there.
Or
Or it's different.
It tastes different.
It's really different here. Like the Chinese restaurant here, it's I think it's I just went there maybe few times, and I promise myself I will not be there again because it's really
Different.
with
Okay.
with China. Maybe they can only make 20%. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of your struggles as an international student. You
Yeah.
know what, Gab? You know what, Gab? You know what, Wang? Gab is also from another place, not from another
Yes, I'm
country,
not
but
from
another
here.
place. So he's just like you, but more on local because he's from
More
Leyte.
like I'm familiar
Yeah, he has
With the
to
things
travel
here?
in boat or in ship,
in ship
and you have to travel
in
in
order for me
airplane,
to
right?
yes
Oh,
Yeah.
to study here. I'm from the province. I'm not from
Which
the city.
island?
Which
Leyte.
island? Leyte.
Oh, Leyte.
Have you been to Leyte?
Ex-Philippines, right?
What
in
do you
the-
mean ex-Philippines?
Like I know Leyte Island. It's near like Surigao, like that. Surigao. and
I'm not
Surigao?
sure. I'm not sure.
Surigao, yeah.
He's not quite sure, but
Yes.
the point here is like you have different cultures
Yes.
from us, but what is
Also,
good?
I do experience culture shocks
Here
here.
in the Philippines,
Yes,
so
yes.
you're the same. So
Correct.
what was your culture shock in the Philippines? Gab?
Culture
So
shock.
you can relate.
My culture shock here while I'm studying here was they call the teachers miss rather than mom,
Ma'am.
mostly,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's just about the people. They're more very showy.
They're more like
Very-
talkative,
Yeah, they're very fun. They're very into something
Yeah.
spicy.
like they're liberated,
yes,
right?
which is nice since I'm really seeking for a place wherein it is liberated, where no one will judge you.
I
Like
think
that,
there's
unlike those.
judgment along the
Yeah.
way, but
But at least,
I don't care.
yes, at least liberated, very light.
Yeah. So how about you, Wang? What was your culture shocks here in the Philippines?
For Gabs just say earlier, and like when you come here, you call in your island you call teachers like mom, but here it's miss.
Yeah,
For me, in China we call our instructor what we just call them teacher. Yeah. Example, the teacher's last name is Wang. We just call them hi teacher Wang, good morning teacher Wang. We don't really call like miss or mom like that.
Yes,
So yeah, so that's why when I first time come here, if I have some question, I will say teacher, I have some question, but my classmate told me it's not really respectful. If you call like teacher like that.
Yeah.
We usually call Miss. Yeah.
Miss or ma'am
Yeah, yes.
or sir.
Which
Yes.
do you prefer, Wang? Teacher, miss, or ma'am?
I think Miss is more like
Formal.
close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, more like a friend, more like a jam.
Yes. Yeah, teacher is too.
Too strict.
Yeah.
Too.
Too formal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also another culture shock is when I first time here, because I see the people's use hand to eat
Eat.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why?
Have you
Do you use your foot?
Uh,
Joke,
not really,
joke.
but because in China we don't really do that. But for
You use
now,
chopsticks, right?
yeah. But for now, I also use my hand because it's actually more fun. Yeah,
It's
You're
a lot
use hand.
better.
learning. You're learning.
Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
that would mean that you're gonna be a Filipino.
You're becoming
Yes,
a Filipino. You're
yeah.
transforming
Maybe
into
to
a
I think
Filipino.
yeah,
part.
I think I'm already a half Filipino here.
Half
Yeah.
Filipino, half Pinay.
Yeah.
What do you do in your free time, Wang? Here and there.
Back in the China.
Uh,
In China.
in summer or Chinese New Year, I will go back to China. Yeah, sometimes if I'm not really like busy in here, yeah, and then yeah.
How about
just
here?
Sometimes.
What do you do in your free time? You just go to
here-
the malls,
Mm,
buy whatever
like
you want.
I like playing basketball, so I sometimes I gonna playing with my classmates, my friend here. They're also playing basketball, so we were playing basketball at weekend.
Which
like that.
friend?
Your
Some like
Classmates?
yes, like they're actually from like psychology or
Okay.
or another.
They invite you to
course before.
play.
Yes, yeah.
So that's a good thing.
At
that you
least
have.
you
Yeah,
have something to enjoy here.
Yes,
I-
let's
I-
stay in the
I-
Philippines.
yeah.
So, Wang, have you looked forward to staying here in the Philippines until you grow old,
Yeah, really
or
nice.
would you want to
Would you
go
want
back
to
to
go
China?
back to
That's
China?
that's one of my dream in future, and I want to future when I get older. Maybe I gonna saving money to buy a like small house near the beach here, and then like yeah.
You're just gonna stay there
Yeah,
till you retire.
I want to die in Cebu. Yeah,
You wanna dance?
Yeah,
Why
it's-
Cebu
it's-
out of all places here in the Philippines?
I really like the
The
like
vibes.
yeah the water
atmosphere.
the sea here.
Yes.
It's really blue. In my
Blue?
hometown. Yeah, it's very
No,
the sea here is really clean. Yeah, and it's very beautiful.
Oh,
and
but in China, it's not that clean.
Is that again?
not,
It's
not-
you see
the color is not so blue, like more
Pink.
dark.
dark.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like brown.
For you,
beige.
Yeah.
why is it dark? Is it
I'm-
because of the trashes? The
Maybe
I think China
I'm
is
not
clean,
really sure.
right? China is clean.
Yeah, it's clean.
It's cleaner
but
than Philippines.
I mean sea. Yeah,
the
Yeah.
sea.
the sea is
You
the
prefer
view,
here than
yeah.
there.
Coconut tree, sunlight,
Yeah, oh.
and beach. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
beach.
You imagine
Yeah.
it with your
And
with,
beaches.
Star.
with you with
Yeah.
your son.
Hmm?
Do you imagine it with your son and your
Yeah.
your asawa?
Yeah, maybe in future I will have have girlfriend or wife here. We gonna living in Philippines. Yeah,
that's
in
very
Cebu. Yeah, until I die. It's so
until I die.
romantic. Yeah, it's
Why
so
do you
romantic
always
here.
think about dying, Wang? Why do you always you found wife and then you're gonna die together?
Yeah, I think it's also very romantic things to die in a very beautiful place, right? Yeah. So
So before
Yeah.
reaching to that point, Wang, what are your plans first before after college
Yeah.
school?
No, what are your plans during college, diba? You're a second year
Yes.
student, and after that?
Yes, after that.
you mean after my graduate from the college?
Yeah.
Oh.
What is your plan?
I planning to
Be a psychologist or
I
Never,
want
never.
but I will continue to stay here in Philippines,
Philippines.
but
You're
but
not certain
I
yet.
gonna
You're not
find-
sure yet what's.
But the point I'm sure is I will stay in Philippines, but I'm not really sure yet.
you will stay in the Philippines and die in the Philippines. That's
Yeah.
we will gonna remember that.
Yeah.
So you're not really sure what your future holds.
Future.
You just go with the flow since you're
Yeah.
outgoing person, Manwang.
Yes, I just finish my study first, and I was gonna thinking about it for the future. What I gonna do? Maybe business, maybe journalist, maybe psychology.
Maybe you're gonna be a host here, Wang.
Yes, you're gonna host
and then
or
you're gonna
become an
change
artist.
us.
Oh, really?
How about
Yeah.
you join the PBB?
PBB.
Pinoy Big Brother.
You know
that?
PBB?
What? I'm not really.
You're not familiar with TV shows,
TV
right?
shows. Oh, you watch TV shows in the Philippines?
I watch PBA.
Philippines.
Philippines
yeah.
National Basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Have you
I
been
watch PBA.
there physically, not by watching online?
No, that.
But you
because-
wish to.
Yeah. But maybe it's far,
Yeah.
and I think there you cannot watch PBA in Cebu, right?
Yes.
You have to go to Manila.
Yes, you
Yes,
have to go
after
to
the
Manila.
after the construction of
The arena in
The
the
arena in the
Philippines, here in the
Philippines.
seaside. But Wang, let's talk about. I think have you experienced, Wang, like being made fun of?
being bullied.
Yeah, have you experienced that here in the Philippines?
Bully?
Yeah,
because
bully.
of your race, no.
No,
I know,
because of the way you
because-
speak.
yes.
And,
Where you came from, since China is very somehow controversial country in some ways.
Yeah, it's true for me. Like sometimes they will, not really the old people here, but some of them maybe they're laughing my speak like they sing like ching chang chong chang like that. Yeah, and then but for me I'm okay. I just like a joke. I'm really outgoing person.
you
But
don't
you
mind
don't
them.
mind.
I don't
Yes, that's
really
good,
mind that.
Wang.
Yeah,
That's
so
Yeah, that's
maybe
good
some
for-
of
that's
Chinese
good
they
a
gonna
trait.
make mind.
Yeah, no.
But for me, I'm really okay. Because I also make fun to my friends.
Yeah, I know. You make fun.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about that, though, right?
Yeah,
You also
sorry,
make
sorry.
fun of us, Wang.
Yeah, you make fun of us,
Huh?
right?
Really? When?
You really circle us in a moment.
Maybe you're laughing at us because we can't really speak English well.
Yes.
Your English is better than me actually.
Yeah, you're
Yours
also
is better.
Yeah, you're also better, Wang.
You were
Every one
so-
of
Yes.
us here are trying to be better in speaking in English because we're not perfect. Are you perfect, Wang?
Hmm?
Do you think you're perfect?
Not really. I have a lot of like point. I think I still can do it better. Just like last week in the cast week, so many I get the second
Second
runner
runner up.
up. Yeah, and so many my friends they congrats to me. But for me, I think that's actually a point I can do better. But for me, but most of my friends they think I already do my best. But for me, I think I
You
have
could
a
have
lot
done
of mistake.
better.
Yeah, I have a lot of mistake. I can get a higher place. So you know, because my mom told me before the first runner up is the first loser.
That's why you said you're the second.
Yeah,
loser.
so I think I'm the second loser. Yeah, it's one of the point I think I can actually do better, but I didn't. So
But-
it's a little disappointed.
But you know,
But,
Wang, among the other candidates, you're the only international student there. We're
Yes.
all Filipino. You're the only Chinese there.
And we're-
and then you are one of those people who stood out during the Q&A
Yes.
portion.
And a
So,
lot of students were cheering for you.
yeah,
Actually.
you were
Yeah.
you were the second who stood out in the Q&A
Yes.
portions, and
Yeah.
then you did your best
You did your
Yeah.
in answering that
Yeah.
picture.
And you made your
analysis.
department
Proud.
proud.
Yes, I really feel very thankful. So I want to since I already buy my classmates pizza, but I want to say thanks again to my the
Yes.
communications classmates. Yeah, they really helped me a lot. Yeah, they cheer for me and they keep on mob me going. Yeah.
Do you have any plans on joining pageants again like that?
Yeah, maybe future. Yeah,
Future,
gonna join again. But I'm really, nervous for it last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's your
Yeah.
first time.
It's natural also because I'm into pageant,
Yes.
but during my even if it's not new to me to join pageants, I still get nervous, very nervous. My hands are shaking. That time when we were paired together,
Yeah.
I'm like I don't know what to do like that, but at least we did our best to represent our department. Diba? You told me you were forced to to be our ambassador because Gab is look at her.
We're the only guy in that department, Wang.
Yeah, we have no choice, but we still have to do our best.
So, what are your advice, Wang, to incoming
yes,
international students?
students. What
What tips
what
can you
tips
give
can you
them?
Just the most important, I think, is you have to be brave, like especially
Yes.
to study here. You if you have confused, you have to be brave to ask your classmates, to ask your instructor, like what's your confused, and ask them for help. Don't be shy, like that, and so you can get better. To
Yes.
Yes.
You have to ask in order for you to know what you're curious about, and then you can be a
Yeah.
better person for it.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
That's
so
very nice.
That's what tip you can give to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
other
yeah.
international students. So, what are your
Aside from that, Wang, do you listen to Filipino songs?
yeah? What
Filipino
is your
song?
favorite
Yes.
Filipino music?
Filipino song. I actually I hear a lot, but I cannot remember.
Or do you
for-
prefer Chinese songs?
Huh? I like yeah, it's of course yeah, Chinese song because I'm Chinese, but I also like the Filipino song here because I've been to some like music bar
Yeah,
here.
you have to.
You've
You have been to a club.
You've been to
Ju-
club.
Sometimes, yeah, not
Oh
not
my
often.
God,
yeah.
Wang.
Since you've mentioned that you're gonna spend your life here with your partner and your kids, which do you prefer, a Chinese woman or a Filipino woman?
It's I don't think it's you can different it for like Chinese or Filipino. It's kind of like
Who's gonna love you? More.
it's kind of like I don't know how to say that word, but when you meet someone, it's not really important it's Chinese or Filipino, but
As long as you
maybe-
feel the connection.
yeah.
Yes.
That's a point. Yeah. So yeah.
So, how about your subjects in our program, Wang? Do you struggle with them? Like our subjects, course. Do you struggle with it?
Like
Understanding it? Na-
Understand.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I really have some. My English is not so good, so sometimes in the class, I have hard time to understand what teacher saying. So I will ask my classmates, and also I will ask teacher, can I use like translator?
Yes.
So I can get more understanding. I will get yeah. I will learn more for that. So that's
That's also one
Yes.
thing.
Since
Yeah.
you always say that you're gay, but now we're live. So which do you prefer again? A woman or a man?
mm? For
In an honest way.
yeah, girl for sure. But
Wow.
I'm just make joke with my friends. I'm okay.
Why do you make jokes with sir? Why do you make jokes with sir?
So sir really believe that?
Yeah.
Oh really? Yeah, because some sir asked me in morning. He say, Wang, are you bayot? Like that.
Yeah.
I can
Yes.
know that, bayot is meaning is gay, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. And
Bayot.
I know bayot. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, because they sometimes they gonna make joke with me, make joke like I know it's just joke. Like they will ask me in the
If you're in
class
love
like
with- in
yeah, if you
when-
I love someone in the classroom.
Like
Hands
when?
on, hands
Yeah,
on.
like if
Hands
you
on.
love Gwen, if you like
Handsome.
Sherlyn, if
Hands
you
on.
like Gab, yeah, like that. So I will just told her I'm actually a gay. So yeah.
So he
that
won't
I
ask
can
question
skip the-
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you
Yes.
don't like talking to Sir Nestor?
Huh? No, sir next door is a really good person. Yeah.
We know.
Yeah, if I'm a gay, I will have a crush on him. Yeah. Yeah, but
Pwede na, dili na ito mag-kiskot.
yeah.
Or do you have any girlfriends right now, Wang?
For now, not really. No.
Okay, Wang. So, do you have one last
Would you like to have shot
would you like to
out
say something for
something?
one last time before we end our
Um,
program today?
Oh, I want to say some like about fake news.
Yeah,
Like
fake
you
news.
know the when I first time come here, there's actually a lot of my classmates. They ask me, say, "Hey Wang, is it true like Chinese people eat dog meal and cat meal like that?"
What's hot meal?
Cat
Wang?
and dog
cat
meals.
meal.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Like we eat cat and we eat like dog or something like cockroach.
Siomai. Ano siomai?
Yeah.
Siomai. Cockroach.
Oh,
Crocodile?
and then,
Yeah,
and
like
yeah,
like
and then-
what is
The
that? Like
exotic
worm?
foods?
Yeah, and
Yes.
it's actually not true. But you know, but we have freedom. We have freedom to like example. You're gonna have a business about dog meal restaurant in China, and it's actually legal. So there, it's real for real. They have some dog restaurant in China, but it's really few. And I think 90% Chinese, especially like me, I never eat dog and cat before, so it's actually a fake news. And then also uh, like how to call that one? Like when a mother born a baby, there is a connect with the you know. And some people say
What
we
do
eat
we
that.
call that?
like
forgot.
the pusud, no?
Oh,
Yeah. And some
we,
people
we for
yeah, some
we
people
forgot.
say we eat that thing also. And it's actually also my first time to hear that happen.
we eat or you eat?
Oh, we. They say like
They
Chinese
ask
people.
you that. They
yeah,
ask you
say,
that.
Chinese people eat that thing. I think, I don't even know what is that. And yeah, I was also get shocked. So it's also one of the
Fake news. So this is a reminder for us to not believe in everything we see on social media,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Because
yes.
not everything that you see or you
You,
you accumulate
read, yes.
in social media is true. You have to
true.
do
Yeah.
fact checking first. So
Yes.
that's a good thing that your classmates
Yes.
ask you because they wouldn't know if you didn't tell them.
Yeah. They will think maybe it's bad thinking like.
Yeah,
Yes.
they are bad to think about
And
it.
for us
Yeah.
people naman no, we should ask questions jud sa mga kinsa jud tong naa didto no, mga naka-experience jud.
Yes. So, before we end our episode today, Wang, would you like to have some shout outs for your classmates, for your
Yes.
family, for your
Yes.
teachers?
Yes. I want to thanks for like all my teachers and student and classmates in UV. Yeah. Thanks for support and give me chance to be here in
Yes.
Sunstar. Yeah, it's really thankful. Thank you everyone.
And
Yeah.
we were also
Yes.
grateful for you to be able to accept
Accept.
our invitation because, guys, pag Tuesday rin na mo siya gi-invite and then na siya, okay.
It's very hard for us kay like siya schedule
Yeah.
na.
Then we have to excuse him for a while for your classes,
Yes.
right?
So before we end,
We-
may
we were
I
gonna
ask
have-
dire sa comment
Someone
section
asked in the comment
if
section.
you have a friend that translates
The
the,
lesson
lesson
for
for
you?
you. So
What do you mean by translator, Wang?
Yes.
Like an app or during discussion you use a translator?
Of course, it's a app
Ah, it's an
application. Yeah, because you know I'm actually I think I'm the only foreign student
In our section.
in our college. I mean College of Art and Sciences.
In our
Yeah,
department.
I'm the only foreign
okay,
student.
na
Yeah.
department.
So
You
of
have to
course,
use
yeah.
translator. I think it's very understandable that you use
Since you're
translator. You're not from Philippines, really. So
yeah.
it's okay, Wang. As long as the teacher gave consent about it, and as long as you're not using ChatGPT.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then go for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, we only translator, not
Because
ChatGPT.
eventually you will
Yeah.
learn how to
Yeah.
do things our way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our way. Our way. So
We have to be honest to our teacher, right?
yes, you have to be honest.
Is that true?
Yeah, of course.
So Wang, we are this is the end of our episode today. Where did you have fun in our
Yeah,
little interaction?
Yeah. I really like I'm really like
Happy.
yeah. shooting here. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're also very
Very fun.
grateful for you
For coming here
Yeah, for
and-
coming here, for lending us your time, and
Yes.
also giving us your insights about the
Insight.
international student here in the
And
Philippines.
for sharing your life and experiences here at
Yeah.
Sunstar.
Yeah, so we have a little
certificate?
certificate for you.
Wow.
Yes.
Certificate of appreciation.
Let me cite let me read the citation. The certificate of appreciation is proudly presented to Mr. Yangkun Wang in grateful recognition of your invaluable contribution as a guest on Campus Chronicles. Your insights and experience have significantly enriched our program and inspired our audience. This certificate is awarded in appreciation of your generosity in sharing your time and knowledge. Given this 19th day of March 2025, signed by Nestor B. Ramirez, the executive publisher of Sunstar, and Angeline Rusiana, the executive producer of Campus Chronicles. So
Thank you
here's
so
for you,
much.
Wang.
Congratulations,
Con-
Wang.
Thank you.
Congratulations for winning. So you're not second runner-up anymore. You're the winner for today's
Always
video.
remember that
Thank
you're
you so
always a
much.
winner.
Yes. No matter what the placement is, as long as you were happy about that, you did your best, you gave
You
your
enjoyed the
all.
moment.
Yeah, you're the
already a
winner.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
We're
the one.
all winner. Okay?
Yes.
We're the all winner.
Yes. So, this would be all. Salamat sa pagtapos, sa pagtanaw sa among program karon.
Yeah.
And
Sheshe.
guys, we are not perfect, but we are eager to have progress.
Yeah.
Campus Chronicles, kasinatian
Kasinatian
sa mga tinunan, every Wednesday at 3 p.m.
Live here at Sunstar Cebu page.
Once again, I am Angel Rusiana together with
Gab Masan.
and
Yangkun Wang. 谢谢。
Junior Journals. Amping mo kanunay og salamat.
谢谢。
Sheshe.
Sheshe.